Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Friday, August 15th.
2025. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1:11 p.m.
I'm just seeing right now the UPS in front of my house. Maybe to drop my C11 XLT tube assembly for the telescope. Just right now.
Hey, hello. How you doing there, sir?
Wow, that looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
It just came like that?
Yes, it did.
Wow, well,
I'm not bad.
I might have another box inside anyway.
Oh, all right. I was wondering.
Like that's a cover, probably. Most likely.
You want to take a
can
look
see
at it? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, that's okay. UPS, as you can see. But there's another box inside, so let's see. Woo. That's the front there. It's not that heavy either. Okay. So I'm gonna start unpacking this. These are here. Like I said before, this box looked real bad. It looked like this been in storage for ages. I was taping the outside, but the second layer was not taped. Alright. The telescope smells kind of brand new, and remember, this is a used telescope. The C11 11-inch is a used telescope, and but it's a good price. I got it for a good price. There's two boxes here. The finder scope, 50mm. I'm gonna open it in the next section, the next clip. The box for this, I don't know what it is. It has to be the eyepiece, 25 plus eyepiece, most likely. Right here, I got the star diagonal, 1 1/4 inch. The box is here. All right, here, this is the holder for the finder scope, metal holder. Let me go so you can see it more, so you can see it better right here. But I'm gonna show you those items in a moment once I get the telescope out of this nasty box. There we go, taking the foam out. The moment of truth. It's about 28 pounds, give or take. Voila! Right here. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put it on the table more organized. Let me put it on the floor for now. It's not that bad, it's not that heavy. Right here is the manual and the other foam that came below. So now I'm gonna move this next nasty box out of the way. Now I'm back and I'm gonna put the foam back here so I can put the telescope on top of the foam. It has a nice handle too. Back here again, I move the camera forward a little bit so you can see better the telescope. Okay, it's wrapped on a plastic. Give me a moment. Alexa, what time is it? 1:24 a.m. I was printing a kind of a script so it gave me some guidance, talk about the telescope. Alright, this is 11-inch. It's from Celestron. It's an 11-inch optical tube assembly with a CGE dovetail, only the tube. It is used. I purchased a used, and with the grace of my wife, I could get it on her birthday. Can you believe that? My birthday's wife, I got me a telescope. The reason was because on that day, on August 13, 2025, by the way, a couple of days ago, I went to Amazon and I saw the telescope real low price, and I'm gonna disclose it. It was about almost $2,000, $1,900 something, almost $2,000. This telescope, brand new, is about $3,300, give and take. When I saw that price, I called my wife and I told my wife, hey, Carrie, you're gonna hate me. I know it's your birthday, but look at this telescope, look at the price. I think it's a good deal. And I have the mount. I got a CGM2 mount that will be very good for this one. It's gonna be fine with that mount. I have to order an extra set of weight, no big deal, and a couple of more items, lights. It's like a light feature to get the flats. It's like a big square. I purchased that light feature, and also I purchased the dew heater, the dew heater ring, I purchased that, and also the dew heater unit that goes up front, forgot the name of it, but I purchased those two and they're on the way. Besides the telescope, I ordered an aluminum dew shield with cover cap, 11-inch. I ordered that item plus the heater ring that goes in front of the telescope. What else I ordered? a device so I can do the flats. It's like a big plastic square that illuminates in different power levels, and I put it in top of the telescope to get the flats when I'm doing this sky object works. And I'm very excited. Let me take it out of the plastic box to show you the telescope. Today is gonna be just the portion of unboxing the used C11XLT or OTA. Take the plastic off. As you see, it has a handle. Comes very handy in order to get the telescope and put it on the mount when you're doing astrophotography. And it's light. It's very nice. What I'm planning to do, I put it on the mount first, and then I start connecting the cameras and all other gear, star sense, auto guidance, and stuff like that. And let me show you the mirror. Let me get close to the camera. Voila! I cannot see it clear. Right there, 11-inch mirror. The cap is in plastic, just like my Nexstar 8 SE telescope. Let me put it back in. I took pictures and I saw some dust lining these three parts of the cover. 1, 2. But you know, there was some dust in the ring. No big deal, I'm gonna clean it right now. What I'm inspecting the telescope is used. So far so good. It's just minor things. Now the mirror looks real nice. At this moment I'm inspecting the mirror for any cracks or suspicious, you know, features. So far it's fine. And it's fast start compatible. Okay, I decided to take the camera in my hands so I can show you better how the mirror look like. There we go. Nice, huh? Still have the this cover. I'm gonna take it out in a moment. In the back, I'm gonna show you better in the back how it look. I'm gonna turn it later, but at least you got an idea here for now. All right, I'm back. This is a different angle here. Right here you see the telescope, 11-inch Celestron XLT or OTA. It is it has some technology in the front mirror. The corrector plate, it has some technology there called Star Bright XLT coatings. Without going into some technical details, this corrector plate, they use that type of coating so the pictures they look better, either visually or when you're taking images. This telescope is for both use, visual use, and I've been hearing in YouTube videos that is offer excellent visual views. But I am an astrophotographer. I am an amateur astrophotographer, and the reason I got this telescope is for astrophotography only, and it works for astrophotography very well according to what I've been seeing, according to my research. I am doing a visual inspection to see if I see any scratches or something like weird. So far, so good. Let me turn it this way. Let me show you the back right here. It has the focus knob, the hole where you install the visual bag for eyepieces or camera or any focal reducer. I'll show you details later, but just a general view here. Yeah, I see a little scratch in this side. I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. Okay, back here, the scratch that I mentioned is over here. But I purchased a used. The price was almost $2,000. I'm gonna let you know the exact amount later. And no complaints about it. So far, so good. The knob, focus knob, it moves well for me. That's the seal for the Star Bright XLT technology. This telescope, let me talk about the back focus for this specific 11-inch Celestron. The back focus, according to Celestron, is 5.975 inches. 5.975 inches or 151.8 millimeters. So you got all this room. In the back of the telescope to connect. When you connect the imaging, when you build in the imaging train, and you put the camera, any Barlow, any reducer lens, any Barlow lens. When you do those combinations, the filter wheel, whatever it is, you have this much that you can play with and obtain a nice focus. That's all I know at this moment. But here we are not talking specifically about back focus. We're talking about the unbox of this equipment. So right here you see it. let's talk about the parts here. It has the CGE dovetail. The CGE dovetail. The width is bigger than my other CG5 dovetail that I use for my 8-cylinder telescope. This is bigger, but I have a mount that can take this one, and you can install it. It's called the CGM2 mount from Celestron. So this is the dovetail right here. Make sure I don't drop this telescope. My wife will murder me if I do that. So far in the dovetail, I see some marks too. I'm gonna take a picture. But like I said, it's used, no big deal. It's not gonna hurt the job as an astrophotographer. So this dovetail has like a little knob there. I don't know the reason of this knob. So there you have it. This is just the unbox of the C11 telescope made by Celestron. It's called the the XLT. And here's the telescope. This is called the Celestron C11-A Schmidt-Cassegrain Optical Tube Assembly OTA. Today's video is just the unboxing, but that's the name for the telescope. The video provides just the unpacking of my Celestron. It is used, and it was a great price. I had it for almost $2,000, and I couldn't resist. I've been doing astrophotography for almost 5 years. In 2025, this coming 2025 November will be exactly 5 years. But I've been doing this using a 8-inch telescope, which I have here. This is the 8-inch telescope that I'm using. I've been using for a long time. And so after almost 5 years dealing with telescopes, I've been spying on this one for a long time, and most of the time the price is about $3,300 or so. And when I saw this week the price down to $2,000, I couldn't resist the offer, and I have to tell my wife about it, and she gave me the green light, and I have it. Thanks for her too. This telescope is this optical tube. The design is a Schmidt-Cassegrain. The aperture on this telescope is 11 inches or 279.4 millimeters. That's the aperture. The aperture on the front. The focal length is 2,800 millimeters or 110 inches. The focal ratio is f10. It comes with an eyepiece. Let me show you the eyepiece. The eyepiece here that came with, it's a 25 millimeter eyepiece. No, it's a 40 millimeter plus. Nice. 40 millimeter. Not 25, 40. Right there. Fully coated. Can't wait to use it and see the moon using this eyepiece. Okay, it came with that eyepiece. Also, it comes with a finder scope right here. The finder scope. It's a 50 millimeter finder scope. Right there. 50 millimeter finder scope, which you will install. It came with this bracket. Whoa! I dropped the finder scope, but it's fine. It didn't damage it. All right, this is the bracket here. See the bracket here? It has some type of rubber ring there. I will figure out how to use it. And the base is the same. It looks like it's the same base for the StarSense auto guider, which I have. And instead using this, most likely I'm gonna use the StarSense auto guider, or I might use both. Depends, because this helps to align the planets when I'm doing planetary. But so far, this star diagonal, 1 1/4 inch star diagonal, and you need this piece for visual. There we go. That's the visual there. That's the diagonal, star diagonal, 1 1/4 inch. The optical tube is made in aluminum. The highest useful magnification on this telescope is 660 times. That's the maximum useful magnification. The lowest useful magnification is 40 times. The stellar magnitude, the limiting stellar magnitude, 14.7. Nice. The resolution in Raleigh is 0.5 arc seconds. The resolution in DOS is 0.42 arc seconds. The light gathering power on this telescope compared to your human eye is 1,593 times. Multiplying the times that you see, multiply what you see in the sky at night, multiply that 1,593 times, and that's the gathering power on this light gathering power. The secondary mirror obstruction is about 3.75 inch or 95 millimeter. The secondary mirror obstruction by diameter is 34%. 34%. The area is about 12%. The secondary mirror obstruction area is about 12%. The coatings, like I said before, is using the Starbright XLT technology. I'm not gonna go in the details what are the compositions, but it's a good technology to make sure you see better and get better images. The length of this telescope is the length is 24 inches. That's the length, 24 inches. The diameter is 12.4 inches. Of course, you got the 11 corrector plate inside there, and the mirror in the back too. I understand that the heaviest part of the telescope is in the back because of the mirror. And the last thing about using this telescope or any telescope, including using your eyes with no telescope at all or using binoculars, solar warning. Do not look at the sun, never ever, with your naked eye or with telescopes. The only way you might see the sun, or you will see the sun on a telescope if you use the proper filter. So if you don't know what you're doing, do not look at the sun using a telescope, please. Do your research, find somebody that knows what they're doing so they can install a proper filter in the telescope, either a front and using other filters depending on what type of telescope you have. So that's a big solar warning. Always think about that. Don't look at the telescope. Don't look at the sun using a telescope if you don't know what you're doing. It's dangerous. You're gonna get blind, permanent vision. You don't want that. Other than that, this concludes my video on the unboxing of my C11 Celestron optical tube assembly, and I was excited because I was filming this as live as I could since I saw the UPS truck at the front dropping it. From that moment I started making this video, so I'm gonna do some editing, or already did some editing by this time, so that way you get it right there raw how my experience went, hopefully to help other people that wants to purchase this telescope. I will give you, when I use the telescope and I get more experience on the pictures, I will give you more details about the pictures and stuff like that. But so far, this is the unboxing chapter of this video. I will appreciate if you subscribe to this channel in case you like the video. That way you can see other videos that I have. Not many, but I might be able to help somebody. And this video that you saw, it was going in chronological order, the way I was seeing things, because I just received the packet, so it wasn't improvised. I was improvising all the time, no rehearsal. Thank you very much, and clear skies.